The time for talk is over. We are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best.
We're doing it again.
The Giants going up against the Patriots.
Here we go. We are going to do a rematch.
Let's send you out to the stadium and join.
And I don't know if you can hear me because last time I spoke with my last one, we didn't hear anything, but here it is again. They're very well matched. This is a rematch. Super Bowl rematch. Here we go. Patriots versus the Giants. And however this game turns out, if we lose, then it was meant to be. If we win, then you know who should have won. Yes, it's not the same team members, and yes, there were better team members maybe at that time with Randy Moss, but this time with no Randy Moss, current 2017 against the Giants. Let's see how we do.
My excitement is just about to burst through the booth. I can't wait to do this.
Well, and sitting with both of these teams and talking in the meetings and media day and all the hoopla that goes into this, there was one common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides come in with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try and take advantage of the other team's nervousness.
Let's see how they play. I won't be talking much. Most of the time will be the game. So just sit back and relax and watch it like you're watching it on TV. I may get emotional.
We begin the next half-century of Super Bowls to a strobe of flashes. Super Bowl 51 from Houston is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out
let's see how this works out now. Ready to go?
With Larry Fitzgerald, of course, he was named the co-winner of the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award. A big honor, not only in the eyes of the NFL, but in the eyes of the NFL community.
It's one of those honors that's above the other ones, because you're giving of yourself.
Just making sure it's streaming properly, guys. So if you hear anything, it's only because I'm doubled up at the streaming. And let's go play. Come on, Eli Manning. Let's see how you work against this Patriots team. We already know that the Patriots Giants didn't make it to the Super Bowl in 2017. We know how that turned out. We're not going to do a replay on that one because it don't make any difference. We won. So this one, though, is going to be dynamic. So sit back and relax, and let's watch this. Let's see how well the Giants play against the 2017 Patriots.
He definitely has a 1,000-yard season in his future.
On second down, here's Manning.
Oh, missed him.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete.
Lucky I was going to tackle his ass.
Here's New England defensively. Last year, the #1 overall defense as far as points given up goes. And they've got a lot coming back in 2017.
Now, they certainly do. And let's go back to the Super Bowl. Trey Flowers, who was their leading sack guy in 2016, he had 7 in the regular season. He was a monster in the Super Bowl against Atlanta. He's back there for them. How about Dante Hightower at linebacker? His first Pro Bowl in 2016. And then just moving on back to the secondary. Devin McCourty, the guy who quarterbacks him back as safety. He's been to the Pro Bowl as a corner and as a free safety.
Will Tye, the intended receiver. Now 4th down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
I hope it doesn't disconnect. If I was had a problem like that, you know, it disconnects. Oh, damn.
Give him 11 yards that time.
You know, it disconnects. It says, oh, your internet speed's not fast enough. So I hope that's not the problem.
Brings out the New England Patriots. This is a man, Charles, who's going to turn 40 on August 3rd. We know what just happened. Another Super Bowl ring for him. But up around that age of 40, that's where we think quarterbacks, the tank is empty. What does he have left?
He's actually moved the line even more, hasn't he? Remember we used to think 35? There's that time, and Tom Brady keeps moving it up. I think he's got plenty left because, number one, he absolutely loves the game. He's lost none of that zest. His workout regimen, his diet, all those things put it together.
Block.
He's flexible. He takes hits, and he keeps moving. It's absolutely unbelievable. I think he can win another Super Bowl or two before he retires, and I can't believe I've actually said that. He shouldn't be able to do it. I just remember him telling me in November 2015, I just love the game, and I see no end for him.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Brady to throw on second down. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. A good pickup there, 22. Gronkowski may have had to miss the Super Bowl with the injury, but he was active in that parade, and now he's back on the field. And I'll tell you what, something you mentioned to me is that he was a big cheerleader for his teammates, never hung his head through the injury, celebrated with him all the way through the title.
We've seen superstars in the past.
Looks like it's streaming pretty good.
Their team does well without them. They're happy, but they recede into the background, right? They get out of the way because it does hurt them a little bit. They do have pride. They want to feel
See how they do against
hey,
the run.
without me, they may take a little bit of a step back. But with Gronk, you never saw that. You saw him with him every step of the way, cheering his team on, happy for their success. They went 11-0 without him in 2016, but I know this, they don't want to try it again.
No,
they want the big fella back.
Keenan Robinson, the one that got him down. Charles, for the Giants defense here, looking forward to next season, what do they need to improve and where are they solid?
I think that they'll want to continue to get better at the linebacker position. I think they want to add another pass rusher because Olivier Vernon, who's a free agent,
I know I'm going to get hit with another copyright. Last time I did too.
Coming off the edge.
Gosh, ever since
really
copyright
the
thing
interior with
just
Damon
stopped.
Harrison, a defensive tackle. Landon Collins played at an MVP level on the defensive side of the ball as safety, and Janoris Jenkins became an eraser out on the corner.
Now Brady throwing on second down.
Oh my goodness.
Is incomplete.
Huge Giants.
The intended receiver, and that'll make it third down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Throwing is Brady on third down. And he will find his man. That's Hogan complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside. And I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah. And you can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness. That's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Brady gives now to Blunt.
Oh man, I got stuck behind the guy.
On the carry there, it'll be second down.
And LeGarrette Blunt just does not go down easy. You know, from my experience as a defensive back, this was a difficult guy to try and tackle because of the force that he runs with, and he's not going to be daunted no matter it's the first quarter or the fourth quarter, Brandon.
Well, what shocks me about last year, 18 touchdowns. I mean, the yards were pretty good, 1161. But when I think of New England, I don't think of a running back getting 18 touchdowns.
Yeah, to me, it was the combo that made the 2016 season for him. Most yards in his career, most touchdowns in his career by far. And he's the type of guy that, hey, you want to give it to me inside the 5? He doesn't believe anyone's going to stop him.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And 4th down coming up.
But that was pretty nice to watch if you like a defense's perspective.
Guys are really good at blocking.
They understood where the first down line was as much as the offensive guys did. Did not give up any more ground. And when the ball was thrown, reacted really well and swatted it away. One of the advantages of zone defense. You never take your eyes off the quarterback. And when he reacts, you do exactly the same and go get the ball.
So now on 4th down, on comes Steven Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run.
Oh,
They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs.
Oh, you got to try, right?
I just don't know that it was the right design. Your holder to have him pick it up and kind of be the power guy trying to run through the middle. Everything has to go right for that to work.
You mean you weren't relying on just great blocking to get him through? You kind of think maybe he can help make his own way if he's an actual running back instead of the holder? Yeah, I thought the same thing.
New York set to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well,
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He's going to air one out.
Oh,
and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there,
that was close.
But that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here's Brad Wing now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
Oh, man, they're off quick.
49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here come the Patriots again on offense, the Super Bowl champions, and boy, they have been able to do it a lot of times, Charles, with unsung heroes, haven't they? Look at the names that led them through the playoffs. Hogan, White, Lewis, guys you just wouldn't think of.
Yeah, Deion Lewis, a 5th-round pick, 3 touchdowns against Houston in the divisional round. Chris Hogan, undrafted. He ends up having 180 yards in receptions, including 5 plays of 20 yards or more against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And how about James White, a 4th-round pick out of Wisconsin? Think about who he played behind while he was at Wisconsin, and he turns out to be the unsung hero of the Super Bowl. Would have been the MVP if it wasn't for Tom Brady.
And you mentioned James White at Wisconsin. He was behind who? Melvin Gordon and Monte Ball, right?
That's correct.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it here with Blunt. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The linebacker, Kelvin Shepard, brings him down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Again, here's Blunt. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Surveying the field.
Oh,
His throw's going to be
Edelman, can you come up a little further?
Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
2nd and goal to go now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 yards there after the incompletion, so that leaves him with a much more manageable 3rd and 5 coming up. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And it's 3rd down and goal from the 4. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Gostkowski now for the Pats field goal try. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run.
Oh, come on.
3, fake it.
You gotta be serious. Couldn't get to the hole.
Oftentimes with these gadget plays, these fakes, we focus on the offense.
Damn.
They practiced this week. They were ready. But the defenses practice these situations too.
And just look at it this way. The two owners sitting up in their boxes, one is saying, boy, is my team well prepared? And the other one's like, I got to talk to my coaches. What were they thinking?
Holy smokes.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
We get a safety.
Now Manning going to give to his fullback Whitlock. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, not a gain that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They didn't. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Now it's Jennings. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Old school defensive tackle play dictated just stood up and danced with the guy in front of you. And if a guy came near, tackle him. New school, you don't want to just dance. You want to get past him, get upfield, and make the play in the backfield. A big-time play there.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Now the former Patriot, this is Shane Vereen. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. Well, you talk about safety first. Gosh, for such a rare play, kind of unbelievable how many Super Bowls recently have begun with a safety. Charge, you had Tom Brady getting called for grounding against the Giants at Super Bowl 46.
Peyton Manning with the snap over his head in Super Bowl 48.
Yep, and now here's this one. Okay, partners, New England comes out here to take the field on offense. This is such an interesting story, how they've been able to do it year after year after year. Guys talk about parity in the NFL. Well, New England has kind of transcended that parity, and they've done it with guys that you don't normally think of as household names.
The parts keep changing for New England. That's the amazing part on offense, all right? Offensive linemen change, receivers change, running backs change. We know the one constant is Tom Brady, and that's a huge deal for them. But to be able to do it in what you call the parity times, and you're exactly right, everyone's supposed to be pretty equal. New England still a top 10 offense year in and year out. In 2016, they were number 4. And that helped them with a number 1 ranked defense as well.
Last year for Edelman, just below 100 receptions, 98, over 1,100 yards, 3 touchdowns. And, you know, this is a guy that gets a lot of pub for being that perfect receiver for Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. What's his role going forward?
I think his role going forward is to be a bona fide number 1 receiver in the NFL, meaning he's not just a Tom Brady receiver.
Gosh,
he's that guy.
Doubling up and tripling up.
And he spent so much time proving himself as he got into the league, just what you were talking about. Can I have a role here with New England? Now it's not just proving himself, it's continuing to develop in his craft, and I think he's going to just keep getting better and better. He never gave up on himself in his dreams, and he doesn't give up on any single play.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. Slant route, caught by Edelman.
Oh,
he will not go down.
Have to retake those ankles.
A good pick up there, 26 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On 1st down, Brady.
Oh!
Now that'll be tipped.
Oh my goodness!
A great read and it's picked off. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll begin the drive with Rashad Jennings. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So 1 quarter down here in Super Bowl 51. 2-0 is our score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jennings. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On play action. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That'll give them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Brady. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Hogan from 10 yards out. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. This is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They begin the drive with Jennings on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle. nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. They run again with Jennings. And some space here. And they get him. He takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
Jennings. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you? An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Finding time. To Vereen out in the flat. A gain of 4 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And right side caught. Hogan. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Chris Hogan, 76 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. And that will make this a 16-point lead. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. A chance for us to get a glance at this Patriots defense. They're just hoping for more of the same. Last time they forced the punt that led to a score.
They flipped the field, essentially, and that's what you want to do as a defense. Make sure that you put your offense in a great position to run their offense and put the ball in the end zone. That's exactly what they accomplished.
Well, they accomplished that last time. What will they accomplish this go-around? They come up in an offset eye. They start the drive with Jennings. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Manning to throw on 2nd down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Here's a nugget, Charles, on OBJ. This year he had 101 catches, now 288 for his first 3 years in the league. That ties him with his former LSU teammate, Jarvis Landry, for most catches for a receiver in their first 3 years in the NFL.
And just think about it this way. LSU is known as a running back factory as well. So wide receivers coming into the league and doing the damage they're doing, absolutely incredible. But I do know this. OBJ will tease his former teammate and say, don't forget, we're tied, but I missed a few games my rookie year. If I played those games, I'd be way ahead of you.
That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, 3 that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were locked to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all 3 could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams. Ooh. They get the young quarterback going, and that defense continues to live up to expectations. They can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O. Here's Manning to throw. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They come out here in the eye. Throwing on first down is Brady. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
The pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now Blunt. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll run again with Blunt. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Brady, that's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd. Remain here in the first half. We're back to Super Bowl 51 after this. A reminder, coming up at the intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Brady. His pass caught at the 4. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And let's shift now to talking about the Patriots defense. Forced the fumble last time. Now 2 turnovers that they forced here in this first half, Charles.
And this defense has set the tone for the game. Taking it away twice here in the first half of the game, that's going to make the offense so uncomfortable the rest of the game and really make them focus on ball security. Sometimes that cuts down your ability to make big plays.
The offense will try to prove you wrong here. They'll try to find that comfort. Manning now on first down. It's hauled in by Shepard. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Manning throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Every time I see a hitch pattern dropped, I go back to the combine because there's a drill that they use all the time that's called the gauntlet drill, where a receiver catches the ball and just works his way straight down the line and catches it from different sides. And the problem with that drill is that you don't actually have to secure the catch. You just got to catch it, drop it immediately, and keep moving. And sometimes that shows up on plays like this.
Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out come the Patriots. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Brady now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams, and Arizona. Those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all of these places. But Mexico, for the 2nd straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a ton of fun and a very good matchup. Well, here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Open man left side is Gronkowski. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Manning now on 1st down. And an incomplete pass. stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Manning will try again on second down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He's got Cruz complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing on first down is Manning. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
Yeah, you heard it, right?
Exhale.
You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, if they can just tighten.
That's what they want to do. Tighten down everything they're doing, and then maybe explode at the right time.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Now Dion Lewis to return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They start on the ground here with Blunt. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. So as the set designers rush out here to get us ready for the spectacle to come at intermission, these two teams will head to the locker room. It's Super Bowl 51 from Houston. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Patriots have it at the 17. Brady's under pressure and throws the pick. Giants defense happy to get off the field. Now following the fumble, it's Brady with the completion over the middle. And that goes as a 10-yard touchdown. The Patriots up now by 9. Patriots with the ball midway through the second. Brady's got the completion from the gun. And after the short pass, he'll score. That pushes the lead to 16. First and 10. Here the pass will be completed into coverage. And this will go all the way for a touchdown. Deficit shrinks to 12. That'll do it from our EA Sports Studios. The second half of Super Bowl 52 still to come as we kick it back over to Brandon and Charles in Minneapolis.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll begin here with Blunt. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Here's Blunt. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They come up in an offset eye. Now a carry for Blunt. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner. Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now they'll throw with Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. And to give this time to the tailback. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1, you know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They slot Gronkowski outright. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 2nd down, here's Brady. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. He's lucky to be getting that one back. After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football. And that really hurts you as an offense. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. He's got time in the pocket. And he's got Bennett. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Yeah. Another great completion.
And you know, one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
On first down, Brady goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike, gets a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
And that one makes this a 19-point game. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Surrendered. Here, see if they can stop him.
It's always a constant battle up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the deep and help your team out.
And probably look to this as always.
As always. They're going to be the ones.
Now Manning throwing on second down. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take
Sorry, guys. There was like some glitch there. Where
5 yards left for the offense. It's second down.
It catched up.
Manning to throw on second down. And it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Rashad Jennings. And it's third down. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. From the gun on third down, Manning looking for his receiver, Sharp down. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package.
They completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
The point after try for Gostkowski. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Hello, guys. It's a little fuzzy, eh? Man, I hope it doesn't disconnect. It always does that. Can't seem to like stream the whole thing properly. You know what I mean? I don't know.
They'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded about
hope you're enjoying this rematch. Patriots versus the Giants, Super Bowl.
Would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field.
Showing some love.
Here's Jennings. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. On second down, here's Manning. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And ready for 3rd and 6. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He's going to let this one go. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
So the Patriots coming out now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
His throw incomplete. He was looking for Edelman there, and now it's 2nd down. Well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No,
you know
go.
I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they had been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Remember last year, they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs. I'm going to give you a couple a little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot afford to squander Andrew Luck, one of the better young quarterbacks in the game. They've got to get back to the playoffs. And Buffalo, brand new head coach, brand new people running the ball club. Let's see if they can figure it out, because I think defensively they can be awfully strong.
10 yards to go on 3rd. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line.
Brandon, with the way things are going with Tom Brady finding Gronk as many times as he has in this game, and the team is winning, you think at some point maybe even Brady will do the Gronk dance?
Well, if he does that Gronk dance, Davis, that means you have to do that Gronk dance.
Trust me, partner, no one wants to see me do the Gronk dance.
You're right.
No one.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And now it's third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Danny Amendola, 27 yards. And the Patriots are pouring it on.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Gostkowski for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 6-play drive, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
This is Jennings. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
They go play action for Jennings. Now Manning. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Manning. And he comes back with one complete. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Blunt, the lone running back. They go play action here on first down. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And they're going to get this one all the way out to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 20 that time. And it'll be first down, New England. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So the offense has it first and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Play action. Now it's Brady. He's got time. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete. They give him a gain of 37.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
And now a first down following that long gain. Blunt, the lone running back. And they'll give it to him here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Brady to throw on second down. Slant route caught by Edelman. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants to keep firing. When you have that kind of a day, you're just locked in. Just keep calling those pass plays.
Now a play fake here on first down. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Can't find anyone open. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Trying to force it into Edelman there, and it's 4th down. Yeah, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on third down after having such a long drive going.
Yeah, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Can't see the comments right now, guys. Just sit back and relax and watch the new replay, the rematch.
Will tie. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Manning. A screen here to Vereen. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here's Brad Wing now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is taken around the 12. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays.
Hello, and welcome.
Get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Oh, okay, I could do that one.
Alabama, 380.
On play action, it's Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Man, Kara.
For any defense is finding ways to make
I hope you're loving the game.
In the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Football. Yeah, man. 3 and 18 now, man.
Defense, what type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see. Now a play fake. Brady. And he can't come up with a pick.
Yeah,
Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Here's Beckham. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Manning now on 1st down. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag.
Is he challenging it? It looks good to me. I don't know why the Patriot coach is challenging that. I didn't challenge it. No waste of a challenge.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going
Just
to
sit
be
back
right.
and relax.
And when it comes back the other
watch
way,
the rest of the game. It's almost done.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right.
And if you didn't watch the whole game, just rewind it after it's done. It will process, and you can watch the full thing again and see what kind of mistakes the Giants would have made, especially Eli, the mistakes he made this year, and why they didn't get to the Super Bowl or even the playoffs. Makes sense, because this is like what really how Eli plays.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On 1st down, Manning out on the right. This is Cruz. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Manning. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Throwing is Manning on third down. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Gold is able to put it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
Have fun.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
Onside kick. Shoot, and I didn't set up for that. Oh, they might get it back.
And this is secured by the Patriots.
Got it.
They're down big here in the 4th. They
Nice.
had to try the onside kick.
Lucky.
For the effort at least.
No, you
I had a
can't
feeling
at
they
all,
do
and if nothing
onside
else,
kick, but I
now
forgot
you've
to set up
put
for it.
something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Blunt, the lone running back. He'll get the football here. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. 2 minutes to go in Super Bowl 51 from Houston. We're back to crown a champion after this.
Hope you're enjoying
so the
this.
Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Second down following the run.
See how this works.
Ready to throw on second down.
Oh.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Damon
Wrong
Harrison.
play, man. Oh,
Slopping
shoot.
from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
I thought I was doing a screen.
Is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big.
Oh.
But sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against
They
the
did
blitz,
run the screen, but
if
it
you have
didn't
the
look
blitz
like
call
that.
and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third.
Hey, 4 down. Let's go. Mike 20. Check 91. 91 is the Mike.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Backing up. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
so much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Let's go, D. It's gonna be a long day offense. It's gonna be a long day.
On second down, here's Manning. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Single slot. Watch 23.
Manning now on first down. Surveying the field. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Good job on
Had
the
a lot of time there, man.
Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
I got you, boy. Hey. Yo, Blue 80. 54.
Manning again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And that will write a finish.
There you go, guys. Super Bowl win, Patriots.
For the New England Patriots.
Hope you enjoyed this game.
And
This
their
rematch.
season ends ways. They get to put
Giants,
next to their name,
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That
I'll
lasts
update the title
forever.
to
So
include the
good
date.
to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness.
Let's just see how
Makes me
many
wanna
yards
carry you around a little
Brady
bit
did in
on
this
my
game.
shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
.470 yards, 4 touchdowns, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, 147 yards, 54%. You can see their average was the same almost. Tom Brady just a little bit not as good, but only one touchdown. And yeah, that just shows you some of the stats. But that is the end of the game, guys. So if you're interested in this game, you should actually get the 2017 and the new 2018, which will show up right now with Tom Brady on it. So even though the Patriots lost Super Bowl 52, I did, oops, back out of there. Yeah, even though the Patriots lost the Super Bowl 52, okay guys, there was something here I got to talk about. The defense sucked. Patriots defense was not good. Offense did really well. And even though with the last play, the last two plays, didn't play out good to try to do a catch up and win. But nonetheless, the defense just could not stop Foles, and Foles did not get hit once. There was no sack, no rushing. So that is reality. They should have put James Harrison in there all the time, and they should have put Butler on there for whatever reasons. They didn't put Butler on there. They should have put Butler in there anyways. At the same time, when they saw that the corners were not doing their best on the Eagles. Nonetheless, this one is about the Giants versus the Patriots in the Super Bowl. And this is a rematch, and as you can see, based on the skill sets, they would have lost if the defense could have protected, if the offense could have protected Tom Brady better, and if the defense could have prevented the scoring. And even though it wasn't a high scoring game, that just tells you that they were almost evenly matched, very closely. And so, that fluke catch. As you can see here, if the game was played again, and we already know that Eli Manning and the Giants didn't get there, and Eli Manning was benched because of how he's not doing too well, you can see that even though they were matched really good in this game, the Patriots still outplayed them, and we were able to stop them. And because I'm choosing good plays here that the defense should normally play, man, I should be a part of the Patriots and choose the defense to play. Anyways, these guys worked their butt off, and yeah, you still have to use the buttons on the controller to catch, steal the balls, and move your man and stuff like that. So it's not 100% of the game when you're playing Madden. So believe that and get the 2018. I will have that. I hope you enjoyed this one. God bless, and this is the end of my broadcast.
DMV all reminds me of California, cause it's no place like California. California, California.
Oh, you know what I wanted to tell you guys? Yeah, subscribe to my channel. I will always bring some good stuff like this. This is just my new thing I was thinking about. I thought nobody's ever done it before, so I thought I would do it. So subscribe to the channel. Push like on this video if you liked it. I know it's a long game, but it's like watching the real thing. So yeah, I want to end it now because I know it's pretty long. Alright, God bless again. Subscribe.